Alright, so the next thing I really want to talk about is the new weapons that they added to Call of the Wild for the ducks. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. This is the Hunter D33 and today we're going to be checking out some duck spots on Call of the Wild. Now ducks are coming soon to this map and I want to check out a few really good locations that I feel like have a lot of potential to have some ducks. Also I want to talk about the new weapons that are added. We're out here on Layton Lakes and we happen to have a bull elk right next to us right now. And he just happened to stop right there. So we're going to take a shot. To be honest, that wasn't the greatest shot. And here's our bull. It looks like we hit a little bit too high of the heart. We were going for a heart shot, but we just missed it. He scores 137, and we got our first animal of the hunt. And here is our moose. Let's pick her up. And it looks like that first shot was actually what should have been liver. And then we got left lung the second time on that. But she actually led us right to one of my locations that I want to check out first for some ducks. Alright, so we just got to our first location. Now we're going to look around a little bit here and just take a look to see how this spot might potentially be for some ducks. Now this is an excellent spot for whitetails as well, as this spot right there about 150 yards away from us is where I got one of my biggest diamond whitetails right there on that ridge. And I got another diamond whitetail right over there, another 150 yards across this peninsula over to the other side over there. But this is an excellent location. And from what it looks like, there's a little peak right over there. And I think we're going to go over there and go check that out and see if we could possibly put a duck blind over there. But first we have a moose here, pretty nice sized one. He's a 3 easy and he's right there. So we're going to see if we can get on him. Take a perfect shot. Dropped him. Alright, well, he's not going to go anywhere, so I guess we'll just mark where he's at so we don't forget him or lose where he's at. And now let's head over and go see. Oh! I thought she was going to attack us. She might. Nah, I think she's good. So let's go over here now and go check out this location that I really want to see. Could be good for ducks. Alright, so right here is a really good spot to put a duck blind. Now I'm wondering whether or not you'd want it out in the open or say in some grass. But if you're in grass like this, they might not see you as good. And you might not even need a blind if you were sitting right here, actually. You could probably just sit right here and have good visibility. But I think they would have to add some new camo, some kind of a duck camo, some marsh grass. So until they do that, I guess you'd want to be out in the open. So possibly right here. And this location here, I can tell you one thing right now. I'm probably going to put my blind right here as soon as the ducks come out. You can see all the way over here to the right side of these mountains. You can see all the way across these trees here. And it connects to the river. So no matter what, even the river ducks are going to come down here and land in this. It's basically like a bayou. Alright, so I'll show where we're at right now. We're over here by the west side of Calburn. Right here is Calburn Lodge. And we're right here on this peninsula. Right here is where I got my diamond whitetail. And I got another diamond here. But right in the middle is where we're at right now. And I think this is where we're going to be set up for some ducks. And not only that, it's so close to this lodge. So you could just run right across. There's a crossing right here. You can cross right here, come right over, and get set up and get some ducks. Alright, another good area where we could put a blind on this location is going to be over here on this point, right on the point. So there's two spots that you're going to want to be at. There's one right here at the mouth of the river where basically they're going to fly over and you might get some really high shooting over here. Or the other spot would be sort of in the middle of this bayou here, because when they land in there and when they come in, they set up and they cup up and get ready to land, you're going to be able to take some really nice shots as they're broadside coming right in, right down to the pipe. Another location would probably be right on this point here, because once you're here, the only bad part about this is by the time they get there, they might actually be landed. So say they might cup up here, they might land somewhere in the middle here, and if they land here, then they're too far from this point. You know, the mallards like to cup up and they circle around quite a bit, and by the time they get to this point, they're not going to be circling anymore. They're probably going to be landed somewhere right here. So I think our best bet will be here, but for now we're going to head over there and go see what this point looks like. Alright, so we just got down to this point and it just started pouring raining right now, but it looks really good here. This spot definitely has a lot of potential. You can see it kind of funnels. It's really wide over there and it narrows up into a nice little pocket right back here. And they probably want to land back up in there, but most likely they're going to land maybe here or fly through and then land there, or they're going to land here. You just don't know. But I think this would be a really good area here as well because there's some marsh grass to give you a little bit of cover, and you can still see right over the top of it, as you can see all the way up into the sky here and all the way over to this other side here. Also, there's a lookout tower there too, so maybe you could sit up there and wait for some rare ducks to come in and snipe them with the 22. I think that would be a pretty cool setup as well. Alright, so the next thing I really want to talk about is the new weapons that they added to Call the Wild for the ducks. Now, it's really cool that it's a semi-automatic and has camouflage, but a 20 gauge? I mean, these are mallard ducks, one of the toughest ducks that there are. You could really hit them with a 12 gauge and they don't go down sometimes. I started hunting ducks with a 20 gauge when I was a kid, and I would have all kinds of times where I would hit them and they would fly away, and you never could find them, even with the dog, because they wouldn't go down. They would just keep on flying. So you really want to have something that has some knockdown power. Now, if you're hunting for teal, or woodcock, or snipe, or grouse, or something a little bit smaller maybe even wood duck, you know, a 20 gauge might do for that. But why these 20 gauges? I mean, why? Has any of the devs ever hunted mallard ducks with a 20 gauge? That's what I want to know. Because I've hunted plenty of ducks. And I use my Benelli right now with 2 3/4 inch 4-shot for mallard. And then if I'm hunting geese, then I use 3-inch BB shot or 3-inch 2-shot sometimes. I even use 3-inch 2-shot for mallards, and it's not too big, but that's a 12 gauge, not a 20 gauge. So I'm just so curious why they keep coming up with these 20 gauges for the ducks, and let alone the goose. I even forgot about that. They actually came out with a 20 gauge side by side break action for hunting Canadian geese. These things are huge. I mean, you can hit them, you might as well be shooting 410s at them. Anyways, let's go to our next spot. But on the way, we should probably pick up our bull. Here he is. He scores 161. He was a nice gold, made a shoulder blade spine shot at 194 yards out with a 7mm. Pretty awesome. And now let's head to the next spot. Alright, so I think we just found our next location. And that's a big bull. Huge bull. Come on, come on. We might be able to get a shot on him once he comes up over this ridge. Well, we couldn't find that bull anywhere, but we'll probably look for him a little bit. In the meantime, we just got to our new spot, so let's check this out. Alright, so this is what it looks like here. You can see pretty much all the way around, and that actually connects to the river over there. And this is kind of like a little island here, to be honest. It actually goes all the way around, so I guess you could go on any one of these points here. You could probably go on this point, that point over there. Actually, no, probably just these 2 points. This point here connects that way to the river, and then this point over here connects to this side of the river. But I think that would be a really good location right there, because then you can see all the way across this opening here. And the ducks could possibly come from over to the side over here. Alright, so here's the other point, and I think actually this might be the side to be on. What do we have here? Oh, we have a black bear out there. About 330 out. I'm not sure if you can use the 7mm on him or not, but it's not that big. And what do we have behind him? Camoose. Why is this bear taking off? Let's see if we can get a hit on him. Alright, well, we tried. Anyways, this is a pretty good location over here. As you can see, there's a little crossing right here that you could come out to and get on this little patch of grass right here. This looks like an ideal spot for ducks, because it literally is a little island, sort of, because it goes all the way that way. But if you go in that way, that's more of the slough part, and then this part here connects over there to the river, and then this part here connects to the river over here. So I think this would be a really good spot right here. Put out some decoys right there. I don't know if you'd want to be in this grass, because then again, you'd be looking at this grass all the time and it might be annoying. So I guess I would probably put it maybe like just to the side, and holy! Wow, that was embarrassing. Missed him. Don't think we missed that time, though. I don't think it's really going to do much because we reserved him for 300. I think we hit really high. I lost sight of him. He might go down. He might not. We'll just mark the direction he was headed to. Alright, so I would probably put it right here. That way you're facing all the way down here to this bayou. And you have a view of this river right here as well. I think this would be a really good spot. And now I'll show you where we're at on the map. Also, the ducks love the rain, so I think this rain would be a really good thing to have, even though it's not so good when you're trying to record a video. But this is the location we're at, right kind of in the middle of this intersection, I guess, if you will. And you can basically come in from this lodge right here, come right straight down, and you're right here. Awesome spot. And there should be a bunch of ducks here. Alright, well, let's head to the next spot. But first, let's see if we can find this bear. I don't know, he's at 25%. He might go down, might not. We're just going to head over that direction and see if maybe he's going to go down. It looks like we possibly hit him again. Yep, he's at 0%. So he should be down. I'm surprised he didn't drop because he was at 0%. One tough bear. He ran this way. Oh, there's our bear. He's down right there. I believe this is the same one that we hit at probably 300 out. Let's find out. It is the same one. Look, we hit him at 360. Didn't quite lead him enough. It would have been almost a perfect spine shot. Alright, so we just arrived at what would probably be another one of my favorite spots for ducks. This is actually like a little pothole here that flows into a bayou. And it actually flows over here into the river. So I'll show where we're at in a second. But this is the location that you're looking at here. So this kind of flows that way. And then there's another little pothole back there. But overall, I think this is a really good location here because you can see all the way across it. And this is a nice location. Also, there's some really nice whitetail bucks that hang out right here as well. I did get a diamond whitetail right here. And it crossed over. Actually, no, I think I missed a diamond whitetail here. And then I ended up getting a diamond whitetail right here. About 270 yards away. And that big bull moose is over here somewhere. And I really want to find him. So after we show you where the spot is, we're going to go try and find that bull. Alright, so this spot's kind of an easy spot, actually. That's another good thing about this. I mean, you can see the lodge is right here. This is the Winnipeg outpost. And right here is where the river is. But this is kind of like a little sliver of, I guess it's like a creek or a flowage. I don't know what you would call it. But the main river part is over here, and then it flows this way. So this might be part of the river as well, I guess. But anyways, it flows into this little pocket right here. And then there's another spot back here, but I don't know how good this spot would be. It's kind of far off. I think right here would be an ideal location because you're kind of at a pinch point here. And they should fly in and come land right in this pocket. And we should have a clear shot right there at about 340 is what we're looking at. So I think we might be able to make this happen. Yep. I would say we made it happen. Dropped him. Alright, our bull is down. Right there. Alright, so you can see now that if you're running by and you didn't see that elk, you can't not notice this doe. So let's pick her up. Made a spine lung shot on her, and now let's pick up our decent sized bull. He scores 172. We made 338 yards, so I guess he actually was 340s. I thought he was closer to 300s, but 338 yards, double lung spine shot. He scores 172, total score of 713. Well, there he is. And we got him. Well, here he is. Let's pick him up and see what he scores. He scores 187. Really nice bull moose. We made a 308-yard spine shot on him. So he was definitely on the lower end of that score. I thought he'd be closer. Well, I was hoping he'd be closer to 200. Still an awesome gold bull. Total score of 883. And I think that's going to be a pretty good way to end this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, I hope you guys find some of these spots useful. And I hope they work out well for you. And if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Alright, let's go with that. And let's pick him up. Oh my god! A 210 scoring diamond whitetail buck. I can't believe he was that big.